across Texas. Find an exceptional emergency center location near you. Visit EER24.com today.
Right now, we got to talk a little bit about Cars for Kids. This is a very important program. Eric Love is a spokesperson for Cars for Kids, and he's going to tell us a little bit about it.
Cars for Kids is a wonderful organization. Cars for Kids takes donated vehicles, and we sell them through the auction block over in South Dallas at 67 at Camp Wisdom. That funds the Texans Can Academy, and it gives many, many kids that don't have the opportunity.
When you talk about donating a car, a lot of people think, donating a car, but can people do this?
Well, they do it all the time across the country, and I'll tell you, so I'm a car guy. I have a lot of cars, and if you're a car guy, you might have a project car that's sitting outside and say, yeah, my wife's tired of me messing with that car, and I've donated many, many cars over the year. A lot of people will do the philanthropy. Maybe when their loved one passes away, they don't want to deal with, messing around with the car. And we take all cars, whether they're running or not. We send a tow service out and pick them up. You also get a tax deduction once it goes through the auction block.
I would think that's one of the main incentives for a lot of folks.
Well, it is a big incentive, but it's not really a main driver. Always, any tax help is always, wonderful and helpful. But many, many folks do this because they see the great work that Cars for Kids, we're the arm, we're the one that actually donate the cars. And I love being on the auction block. For me, it's also a passion. I've seen the organization work. It really benefits the Texans Can Academy and many, many other organizations.
And you provide commentary on the live Texas auto auctions too.
Yeah, so I do. And I'll tell you what's great about that is you see really the far reach. And when you're on social media and you're operating a auction as the cars come in, I like describing them. And again, it feeds into a passion of mine. I love old Cadillacs. That's kind of my thing. I like older cars. But it's great to see cars come through the auction block. And I'll tell you, we get all kinds of cars. We get Rolls Royce. We get point A to point B cars. We get classic cars. We get economy cars. Not long ago, I drove out to California to pick up a light new Maserati that we sold through the auction 2 months ago from a philanthropist. And it's so fun for me to be able to engage with folks online in real time. And they watch from all over the globe, the Philippines, Australia, Europe, South America, Mexico. So for me, it's fun to engage with folks and kind of get a feel of what kind of cars they're looking for. And it's just a lot of fun. It's a lot of interaction, and it really is for a great, great cause.
Eric, how much did that Maserati go for?
That Maserati was like brand new.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was totally in love with it, bringing it back on a trailer. And that car sold for, I think, off the top of my head, I'm going to say $32,000, $33,000. And the market value for that car was just under $50,000. And the great thing about it is you can come out the day before the auction in person, look at the vehicles. And I always encourage people also come out to the auction because you can also listen to the car as it drives through. You're right there on the drive line as these vehicles come through. It's a wonderful experience. It really is.
Once again, what do people do if they want to get involved directly?
Go to www.carsforkids.org. They can donate their vehicle. They can come down and purchase. And I'll tell you another thing. We have people that might not have the funds for a new car. Cars are very expensive right now. They might not have the funds for a new car, but they've saved up just enough, and they can't find a car. That's a great opportunity for them to buy a car. If someone's starting a business and they can't afford, a particular work truck, we get some really, really interesting work vehicles that come through that are fleet vehicles that, individuals and companies donate. It's a really great opportunity also for an entrepreneur. I've watched one young man, he come through the auction. He, at the time, was unemployed when I first met him. He buys 2 or 3 cars a month. He set up a business. And remember, anybody can buy a car, individual or dealer. No license is required to purchase at Cars for Kids. And I've watched this kid become an entrepreneur, buying a car, fixing it up, flipping it, selling it, purchasing another one. And he said, I'm making much more money doing this than I would ever have done working on an hourly job. It provides a lot of different opportunity, whether you need a point A to point B car.
I would imagine he's doing what he loves as well. That's probably a passion too. And
that is his passion. And me and you both know, if you ever get into life get into something in life that you're passionate about, and then you're able to make some money or a living off of it, or a side living, man, that's really important. And at the end of the day, it all really benefits a wonderful organization.
Eric Love, Cars for Kids spokesperson. Eric, thank you so much for the information today.
Please come to Cars for Kids. We're on 67 Marvin D. Love Freeway on the southeast corner at Camp Wisdom. Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. That's when the auction starts. I'd love to see you and love to meet you.
All right. Thank you, Eric Love.
Mike Carruthers shares little pieces of intel and interviews you can use to improve your